As we all know, our off-road vehicles are endless money pits. Whether it's an overlander, a rock crawler, or a pre-runner, these vehicles are just sucking our pockets dry. This thought got me thinking, how much have I spent on my build? So I decided to send myself into a spiraling depression and find out exactly how much I've spent on my truck over the years. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind that this truck was not a progressive build from when I got it to where it is now, sort of piecing it all together, but it's more so a two-stage build. There was a version 1, and we're now on version 2. So throughout this video, there are gonna be some parts that I cover that were on the version 1 that are no longer on there now, but we still have to add up that price to get the grand total. So boys, without further ado, let's find out how much I've actually spent on this truck, see where you guys can save some money, and see what mods you might wanna skip over and just jump to a whole nother stage. Okay, so we're gonna go over the prices, and obviously there's gonna be like cents involved in all these prices, but I'm just gonna round up to the next dollar just to make it a lot easier for adding and for you guys to follow along. And then also, this is gonna feel like a build breakdown again, so I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna give you guys like all the specs of all the stuff. I'll just give you the quick brief name of the part and the price. If you guys wanna see build breakdowns, I'll put it at the end of the video of an actual walk around of all the parts that are on it. So starting with the Method wheels, I have 5 of these. I got 4 on the truck and a full-size spare in the bed. These are the original ones from the original build. These 5 Method wheels cost me $826. Doesn't sound too bad now that I say it out loud. And obviously these are new tires. I did not put these on 5 years ago. So the original tires, which were KO2s, again, 5 of them for the full-size spare, I had spent $1,245 on those. And moving on to the coilovers, those ran me $1,536. And the upper control arms here, which actually I did not pay retail for, I got a deal on them. These cost me $1,150. So you may have seen that there's some other stuff up there that we're not touching on yet because this all came with the second version of the truck, not the first version, and we're focusing on the first version's build right now. So let's go to the back. Now, a lot of the rebuild and what makes this version 2 a version 2 is all the work done in the rear end. So again, we don't have the original shocks that were on here. They were just OEM extended travel replacement shocks, which ran me $855. The leaf springs that are on there now are the same leaf springs. They're Devers, $640. The exhaust I have underneath, it's just a Black Widow muffler, not a full exhaust system, so it's only $112 for that. And if you want to count the spare tire strap as part of the build, this isn't the original one. I took that off and I have a new one in now. There's a video for this that just came out a few weeks ago, plugging myself. That spare tire strap at the time cost me $97, but that was like 4 or 5 years ago. I think it's gone up since. So that is everything that made up the version 1 build. It was very simple, very OEM replacement kind of build. So we'll put the grand total for that up somewhere over here. And I don't think I'm gonna be including like the labor for installing it because you can either do labor or you could self-install, save some money there. I'll total it all in the very grand total, but we're not gonna go over the prices for that right now. Now, let's move on to the version 2 build and talk about the things that I've added and the things that I've replaced and see what the prices were on those. I added the Max Track spindles, which I couldn't find like a receipt for because I bought them off OfferUp for a really good deal. I think they were $260. So really good deal there. And with those, I needed the extended brake lines, which for the front cost me $123. So for the new set of tires, paid $1,383 for a set of 4. I didn't go for 5. I kept the old KO2 as a dedicated spare in the bed and only went with 4 new tires. And again, when I did the whole rebuild, I rebuilt the shocks, rebuilt the springs. I think I'll add that in the grand total in the end. I don't think I'm going to be covering that right now because we're just talking about what's on the truck. So again, in the rear, that's where a lot of the rebuild came from. We have a shock relocation kit in the back, which the shock tower and all the new mounts and everything that came with the kit itself, I paid $495, but I think they were having like a 20% off sale at the time, so that's not the retail that they're charging now on their website. The shocks to go in this kit ran me $1,417 for some 12-inch by 2.5, which is nice. Now to run this kit and make sure that the tire's not rubbing on the shock shaft, you have to run wheel spacers, and at the time I didn't have the spindles, so I wanted all 4 corners to be the same width. So I bought 4 wheel spacers for $277, and with the added travel you're getting with this kit, you need extended brake lines in the rear as well, which ran me $101 for the rear extended brake lines. That's what I forgot. That's what I forgot up front. So in the rebuild, I just decided to go with new, I had a lot of brake problems at the time, so I got new rotors and new pads, which again, they were on, I think, a 25% discount. So the rotors I should have paid $245 for, and the pad should have been $71, but with the discount, the total came out to only $255. So it's almost like I just bought the rotors and got the pads for free, which was nice. And I think that's everything that's making up the version 2 build itself. I went a lot faster than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be like a lot of money. I think it still is a lot of money, but...
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do the new spare tire strap that I have in there. I forgot to cover the spare tire strap that I just added like a week or two ago because this was a gift. I didn't really pay for it. It was a Christmas gift, so I guess I'll still add it in the price if somebody's looking to price out a build like this. But this ran $119, and that's not including tax or shipping. So about, I don't know, say $130, $135 if you're looking to get this strap. So with that added, the grand total for just the parts, no labor, $10,891. That's not bad.
I mean, it's all right, like...
Because I know my version 1 build cost just about $7 grand itself. So to do a whole rebuild on the back end, you go to almost 11 grand, an extra 4. Okay, let's go back up to the front and talk this out, guys. Let's try to justify the cost. So, the thing that I would share with you guys and the thing I would recommend is if you're trying to do the style of off-roading that I do, if you've seen the channel, sort of high desert, a little faster pace, not like trails and slow crawling stuff, then I would highly recommend you skip the OEM replacement rear end on the Tacoma and go with a shock relocation kit. I think it is a phenomenal upgrade. I don't think that the OEM replacement King shocks in the rear is really worth the cost at all. So you can save money just skipping buying those and just going straight to this setup. So again, that total was $10,891 just for the parts, not including labor. I will put the actual price with labor and all the little miscellaneous stuff probably here right now so you can see. But again, that's all determined on if you're paying somebody to do the work, if you're doing the work yourself, if you get discounts on the parts, a bunch of different factors, if you're buying secondhand. So keep that all in mind. If you guys have any other questions about anything I've said here today, he doesn't know we're filming here. So if you guys have any questions about the build, if you have any questions about the cost or anything in general, please feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram or in the comments here. I would really love to answer any of your guys' questions, and I appreciate you guys watching. And make sure you stay tuned because, I mean, as of today, the talks I've had, it looks like a lot's going to be changing very soon in the next month or two. So make sure you guys stick around for that and subscribe. I appreciate it, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Hey man, how the hell you doing? I've been just